Welcome to part 2 of my travel series. If you missed part 1, I will link it up at the top. Part 1 was all about planning your budget, booking flights and accommodation, and how to save money. Today, I'll be going through how to plan your itinerary, what to pack on your holiday, and also tips on how to make it look Insta-worthy. You know what they say, cash is king. I do think it is important to exchange a small amount of money for spending and for those unexpected situations. For every other time, I like to use a card with 0 international transaction fees. If you're in Australia like me, I used my ING Everyday Savings account for my recent travels. I do believe that they will be charging international fees soon. Another tip is to have a backup plan. When we traveled to Japan, Lawrence's main travel card locked him out, and we couldn't reactivate it because we couldn't access his messages to receive the one-time PIN. Fortunately, my card was still in use, but we definitely learned our lesson and we had a backup travel card such as Wise for our most recent trip. I picked Wise because it has lower transaction fees compared to other credit cards and was so quick and easy to apply for online. Most places will have SIM cards available at the airport of your destination. But if you are traveling to multiple countries, it might be a good idea to look into a SIM card that provides coverage for all of the countries you are traveling to. Another option is an eSIM, which doesn't require you to put a new SIM card into your phone. However, these can be more expensive. Depending on your travel destination, there might be other options such as a pocket Wi-Fi. So do some research and see what your options are. Now, what trip are you planning? Is it going to be relaxing, adventurous, or both? Have a look around and see what the main attractions are at your destination. For the must-see attractions, you need to book them right away as they can sell out. On our trip to Paris, we went to see the Mona Lisa. And of course, everyone and anyone would want to see that stunning painting with their own eyes. I was able to book a tour that was a skip the line tour and also led us directly to Mona. This was the best idea because we didn't have to queue outside the museum for hours just to get in, and most importantly, we didn't have to waste our time trying to find Mona. So, if you want to make the most of your time and your money, do some research and book ahead. Personally, I think the art of traveling involves a nice balance of planning and not planning. I like to plan for things that I definitely want to do, but also leave time to explore, get some rest, and also be spontaneous. When you're watching TikToks or Reels about all the restaurants you want to eat at or places you want to see, a tip is to save it into a folder with the name of the location that you will be visiting. This makes it easy to go back and see which restaurants you want to book in advance, and also when you're actually there, you can go back and see what there is to do. Another tip is to save all the restaurants, cafes, and photo locations into your Google Map. I organize mine into separate folders, such as want to go for my must visits, to eat, or other options, bars, and so on. This is perfect for when you're exploring around and want to see what options are around you. I know this is a lot to process, so let's make this easier and organize everything. As I mentioned in part 1, your flights and accommodation will be saved in a separate folder in your inbox. I would also put all the other emails and confirmations into that folder for easy access. Next, I would add all the important bookings, reservations, and tours into a Google Calendar, or if you prefer, into a Google Excel sheet. When using Google Calendar, you can easily invite all your friends you are traveling with so that it is synced to their calendar. For all of those girlies who want that Insta-worthy travel photo like this, here's how I planned it. Firstly, I create a Pinterest mood board with all the outfits that I want to wear. For my Euro trip, I wanted to pack light and have a capsule wardrobe so that I could easily mix and match my outfits. Next, I went on Instagram and saved all the stunning photos and locations into a folder with the name of the location. Using both Pinterest and Instagram as mood boards will help you create your outfits and also give you inspiration on what to wear for each location. Depending on how you like to travel, you might want to pack a specific outfit for each location, or if you're like me, then you'll pack light because you'll probably shop there. The best thing about these mood boards is that you can show the photo to your Instagram boyfriend, your friend, or even a stranger to show them how you want your photo taken. So this mood board helps you create your wardrobe and get you that Insta-worthy photo. I must admit, I am a chronic overpacker, and I still am sometimes. But I can confidently say I know which items are must-haves for every trip. Your passport, wallet with money, medication, an air tag, one for your luggage and one for your passport, compression socks, and so on are some of the items that I believe are essential for any holiday. If you want to know more about what I packed for our recent Euro trip, I'll link a video up in the cards. Before any flights or transfers, I like to check the weather prior to packing my carry-on. That way I can put an outfit for the next day in my carry-on so I don't need to open up my luggage. Other things that you can pack in your carry-on include your toothbrush, spare underwear and socks, skincare, phone charger and international adapter, a neck pillow, compression socks, and other essentials. You've done it! You've planned and organized your dream trip. I know it feels like a lot, but just remember that you get to create the perfect trip for you. Just focus on doing one thing at a time, and before you know it, you're flying off to your destination. I hope these tips have been helpful and inspired you. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other useful tips for traveling. I'm going to love and leave you all now, and I hope you have an amazing time traveling.